all on camera.
He's gonna do it. Oh, what?
Starring you and me.
And getting. Look at this.
To give me all this footage, you do that, right?
He's got to get out. Try. Oh, Dan, I told you. He picked him up and slammed him to the piece.
Professionally crushing chins for 2 decades. Quinton Rampage Jackson made a name for himself in the storied Pride era with his OG style.
Jackson going for the body slam. Triangle. He's going to slam. He slams him again and again.
And after switching organizations, ascended to the UFC light heavyweight throne.
Left hook to the body.
He hasn't lost his edge to this day, captivating Hollywood with his radiant charisma. Today we'll look back at the cataclysmic power and gangster knockouts produced by the undisputed King of Slams.
Jab.
Born in Memphis in the summer of 1978, Jackson grew up without a father and was selling drugs in the hood at a young age. The wild teenager first discovered the fighter within while waging turf wars. In his free time, he indulged in video games, earning the nickname Rampage after an arcade game. Quinton's favorite character was the Wolf, which explains his habit of howling during walkouts. Jackson's exceptional strength led him to wrestling in school, where he learned to slam bodies into the mat. Having decided to quit dealing and looking for easy dough, Rampage ventured into MMA in 1999.
I was like, damn, you can get paid for kicking ass and you don't go to jail? Sign me up.
As it turned out, there were no prerequisites, except for a burning desire. And natural abilities, which Quinton had in abundance. Unlike his academic pursuits, he aced his first test in the new domain. Draping his trademark chain around his neck, Jackson found himself in the respectable King of the Cage promotion, where they had enough money to afford ring girls that didn't live in trailer parks. True to his roots, Quinton issued flight tickets like a printing machine. And high-amplitude slams became his trademark.
You know this is going to come. He's going to come with the big slam. And that time not big enough for West to get out of, but...
Once his opponents grasped the sensation of weightlessness, the ever-evolving Rampage turned into a submission enthusiast. Simultaneously mastering Muay Thai, he grew increasingly prepared to explode on the feet.
We go Quinton Jackson. There we go.
In record time, Jackson transformed from a wrestler into a heavy-handed all-rounder.
The takedown. Quinton, knee, right hand, another right hand.
Capable of completing the job standing.
Throwing beautiful elbows, beautiful knees. It's over. It's over.
But despite having 10 wins with 7 stoppages to his name, and a nasty ground game,
Scatchard arches back, tap, there it is.
his personal life was not coming together.
I'm gonna be 100. Living here in Orange County, I had no bitches here.
Yeah.
So the only time I got pussy when I went to
All things considered, Quinton had to get more creative with women,
I'll show you guys how to pick up a girl fast.
which yielded varying degrees of success.
You mind?
Rape me up,
Come back here! Son of a...
Finally, in 2001, the 23-year-old Jackson made a cameo on the popular TV show Jackass. Although he wasn't allowed to hit the cast members out of safety concerns, nevertheless, Rampage still caught attention in Japan. Back in those glory days, Pride was by far the world's premier league, as their events saw stadiums filled to capacity, and the best fighters on the planet considered it an honor to compete under its banner. It was at this time when the King of the Cage champion was matched up against Kazushi Sakuraba.
Got the knee bar. Oh no! Carlos Newton had the knee bar.
Who was hailed as the best grappler in MMA, and earned the nickname the Gracie Hunter for styling on members of the famous clan.
Spanking him.
Although the samurai was competent in the stand-up, it was his mythical ability to come back from the ashes that cemented his status as an icon.
There, he's going for it. That's trouble.
He's got it.
You're gonna have your chain in the ring? Damn right. Sakuraba tapped out 4 graces, and I gotta have a chain with me. You know what I'm saying?
So where do you see yourself in 2 years?
Man, in 2 years, I'm on 23, so in 2 years, I see myself being 25.
The hot-headed Gaijin made sure he was ready.
Rampage Jackson.
Established close contact,
He's gonna throw that.
found himself in a vulgar position, and was forced to scramble back up.
Get it back standing. Had a guillotine choke, but now they're back standing.
Now it was Sakuraba's turn to suffer.
Sakuraba going. Oh, get it slammed there. We go triangle. Oh.
Jackson rewarded his triangle attempt with another series of slams.
And he slams him again and again.
And yet, Kazushi remained as spicy as Rampage's browser history.
To some of the training partners like Rex, Wynn, Andy, Ocean. He would also always got him.
Oh my God!
He got out of the armbar.
And reversed the exhausted counterpart. Quinton defended himself with pride allowed, knees on the ground.
That's shades of Murray Smith versus Mark.
But it was all in vain.
It's over. It's over.
A debut for the ages against one of the founding fathers of MMA proved to be a win-win deal. Despite losing the fight, Rampage captivated the audience, while promoters gained a rising star.
I'm training very hard, and you know, one day Rampage will be the best fighter in the world.
Quinton returned to Pride facing a lower level of opposition, so he immediately put the hammers to use. Power bombed the adversary into the canvas, and tested the sharpness of his knees.
Can't do anything with it.
He allowed the foe to get up, only to finish the shift early.
Beautiful left hand. He's knocked out his jaw. Quinton Jackson coming out.
Wobbling the Japanese fellow with consecutive right hands, and knocking his head off with a multi-level combo. Jackson made it clear he was ready to face the big dogs. That same night, Wanderlei Silva had a pivotal match versus Sakuraba. The Brazilian headhunter beat up the Japanese legend like a rented mule. Sat him down and executed a spectacular slam that broke Kazushi's collarbone,
He couldn't finish in time. Very even match.
making Wanderlei the first Pride champion in the middleweight division, which was 205 pounds and down. Jackson was far from a title shot, so in early 2002, he followed Silva's example against the Japanese karateka Masaaki Satake, who had previously competed in K1 since its inception, and was considered one of the best heavyweights to come from the land of the rising sun. The American gangster immediately geared up for war.
Well, let's hope that doesn't rub off on Satake.
Showed where he'd strike,
I don't know.
and went to work as soon as the bell rang.
Oh, left hook by Satake. Quit with an uppercut. Nice. Right uppercut.
Stalling out in the corner, Satake was subjected to a barrage of body shots
Quinton has assured us that he's worked on his act.
and earned himself a first-class seat on Memphis Airlines. Under a thunderous bombardment with knees,
Those knees are dropping in control, and he's getting another hard knee.
the bulletproof Japanese had to endure more bone-on-bone action.
Look at those body shots.
Nobody expected such ferocity from Jackson.
Start raining those knees.
Rampage unloaded from the mount
This is beautiful.
and let Satake stand up just to finish the execution.
Satake doesn't move, so something wrong. He landed, and he wasn't.
Illustrating the dictionary definition of total domination and a picture-perfect suplex, Quinton sent his man into retirement with a cracked skull and damaged spine. The higher-ups were impressed and brought in Igor Vovchanchin next, a seasoned no-holds-barred veteran known as Ice Cold. He was revered as the most intimidating knockout artist in the MMA of the 90s. And his transfer to Japan only reaffirmed his reputation as the Tyson of mixed martial arts. Quinton was uncharacteristically respectful in the lead-up and handed Igor a note from his mother asking not to cripple her son. Rampage had little desire to linger in open space.
Punishment fame. Look at the defense too much.
So he walked through punches to get inside.
Jackson blasting in and getting.
An ill-advised guillotine set off a roller coaster.
Guillotine choke attempt.
Jackson immediately progressed to mount.
And he's got a very good base, too. He's got that wrestling background, and he's going body head.
And began beating the foe into the surface. Ice Cold freed himself for a moment, but lost his composure and got slammed once again. Quinton's ground and pound featured active bodywork,
Good mark there, Mr. Piper.
which ultimately secured him the victory.
What happened?
Oh, he hit him to the body.
Winning by KO.
Driving Igor down into the mat twice
Look where his head is.
Oh, yeah, that.
and shattering his ribs in the process, Rampage made it onto the short list of contenders. In between bouts with elite MMA strikers, Jackson was seduced to perform in K1. The dance partner, Cyril Abedi, stood as a self-proclaimed street fighter and the promotion's bad boy with a plethora of flashy knockouts. The Frenchman had a stoppage win over Arts. But after infuriating Jackson with a series of low kicks, he experienced Rampage firsthand. Finishing off the battered Abedi was a matter of time. Blowing up the chin of a dangerous striker, Quinton shocked the world and received a fat paycheck and a mental boost.
How do you feel right now?
I feel good. My first kickboxing fight, goddamn, got a 10 count. That shit. I like kickboxing now, guys.
What's your next goal?
Get drunk. Don't play no games, baby.
Afterward, Abedi dismissed it as a fluke and demanded a second go. In the rematch on December 31st, 2002, Jackson again ate low kicks like candy and pushed his nemesis to the ropes. Much to everyone's surprise, Rampage was landing at will this time as well. By the final round, he was clearly ahead thanks to his untamed aggression. Solidifying his claim to victory with a standing knockdown. Concluding a successful voyage to K1. Quinton returned to Pride in 2003 to join the title chase with a bout against Kevin Randleman. The former UFC heavyweight champion with the telling moniker Monster had jumped into Pride a year prior and was riding a streak of 5 solid victories.
Oh, whoa, yeah, we saw this one. Oh.
He would enter the promotion's history a year later by knocking the bejesus out of Crow Cop.
The shot back up to his feet. Excellent. Crow Cop on his back. It's over. Unbelievable.
And sending Fedor Emelianenko airborne. In the highly anticipated battle for the ultimate Black Explosivity Award, a shot at the belt was on the line. So Kevin wasted no time in getting down to business. Rampage responded with a takedown.
Who got the takedown?
And began wearing down the sticky monster with knees. Quinton was thwarting wrestling attempts and throwing off the break. However, when the referee punished them both for a lack of action, which automatically reduced their purses, a furious Jackson put the pedal to the metal and painted a black square on the canvas using no paint at all. Adding a couple of bombs on top of a knee and nailing the monster to the floor, Quinton called out Wanderlei right away.
I want you, bro. It'll be me and you.
Okay, it's on.
And things escalated quickly. Unfortunately, their super fight got canceled due to Silva's injury.
So I don't know, maybe he do have knee injuries because he seemed to be always on his knees, you know what I'm saying? So
The chance to meet came at the 2003 Grand Prix, for which Pride gathered under its roof the 8 best middleweights on the planet to determine the baddest of them all, regardless of organization. In the opening stages, Jackson had to work for it against Murilo Bustamante. The former UFC champion clung to Rampage at every chance.
I don't know.
There it
Jackson,
is.
and a nice knee there to the body.
Justified his jiu-jitsu accolades with sub-attempts.
This is...
Quinton's
He's
got
able
out.
to get out.
Triangle choke.
Now he's got triangle choke, and he slams him down.
And nearly stole Quinton's head.
And the chair still in the guillotine here.
Choke.
And pants.
Do what you said, boss, and that was turned to the...
And yet Jackson cautiously maintained control with low kicks.
About the crowd.
Again, Murillo's boxing just
Uncorked hooks.
right there, blocked nicely. There's a left that connects, as you can see.
Delivered solid shots in transitions.
It's a weapon.
Nice.
You better be prepared for. Now he goes on. There's good.
I think so too. But in both.
Oh, a good left knee! A good left knee by...
And scored the highlight of the bout.
There's a left to the body and now a knee to the body. 2 knees to the body and a right uppercut.
And that hurt him.
A right...
Spending 3 rounds with the veteran, Jackson secured a decision and went on to face Chuck Liddell. The former UFC champion, known as the Iceman, had an aura of a merciless executioner, stuffing bodies into freezers.
Randy trying to close in though now. And he goes down. He's the tee-up. Combination. Uppercuts. Look at the head down.
True to form, Chuck made a mark in Pride with 2 knockouts.
Trying to take care of business, trying to get control. Oh, it's a knockout. It's a knockout.
2 rights straight.
Oh, baby. 2 rights. 3 rights. Definitely hurt. Liddell. Now.
And Dana White personally bet $250,000 on his victory in the Grand Prix. Quinton begged to differ though.
Here they go.
He showed an improved jab from range in the early going,
Ooh, knockout. And another one.
Knees with Guy now.
and later added a right hand stepping in.
Good right by Quinton.
That was definitely to throw some leg kicks and put some action.
There's another one of those whirling rights that lands from...
Liddell sought to strike in mid-range,
And
but Jackson calmly switched to countering.
This fight has not gone. There's another one of those looping rights, and the left follows it.
And grabbed the initiative with both hands.
There's an uppercut just missing.
And then that went. Oh,
There's a good left and a right.
Chuck couldn't catch a break in the clinch either.
He's taking it. Quinton, let's see how long he keeps. Is this the pace?
kneeing the knees. Nice.
An exchange.
His defensive wrestling failed him.
There, now he's picking him up.
He had to scramble back up under a hail of bullets.
And there's a knee.
And by the end of the 10-minute long first round, the Iceman began to fade. The second frame started out even worse for him.
Unbelievable. Where do you find it? Right hand lands there. Rampage.
Rampage settled in top position, mixing strikes to the body and head.
There's the forearm. There's to the body. Again to the body.
After a series of sound elbows,
Chuck doesn't look good.
He's hurt.
Chuck's corner threw in the towel.
It's over.
I don't know what happened.
Having dismantled the best UFC had to offer, Jackson made Dana lose the rest of his hair and advanced towards the big boss of the Grand Prix. It was the Axe Murderer.
Guys,
Look at him. Look at him.
A fierce Brazilian who could stare down people into grogginess.
Oh, boy.
Hadn't caught a whiff of defeat in 3 years and 14 outings.
Oh, God.
already knocked him out.
Brutally stomped the fallen into the ground.
The left hook and a right hand.
Rondo looked very impressive in his only other Pride appearance, New Year's Eve 2003, when he knocked out Mario Spirit.
And reached the finale, setting a couple of kamikazes on fire.
There's the axe land. With us in.
As soon as the bell rang, Silva jumped on the guillotine.
Straight blows early.
He's got one arm in between. I think he's pat.
But ending up on his back,
There he's out.
was forced to suffer shelling from Quinton.
Al triangle rain down. There's the knee to the head.
It's going to have a serious effect.
That was nice right.
At this point, the referee intervened, taking the advantageous position from the American. Jackson got clubbed, was subjected to a thrashing with the best knees in the sport, and, exhausted from his previous bout, found no strength within to resist.
Wanderlei smiling at him, and that is it.
Come on, keep them legs down, boy.
I can do that.
Eating a flush high kick, Rampage couldn't digest the follow-up dish and laid down to rest.
Smile as well.
However, in Japan, if you show your spirit in a losing effort, your title hopes are not gone. By that time, Quinton had grown enamored with samurai culture, and Japanese girls regularly became enamored with him, sometimes unaware of what exactly they were getting into. So Jackson went shopping to see if the fans still loved him.
Let's go. What you call me? What you call me? You got me nasty.
The answer was affirmative. As a result, he bought himself a new cup.
I got a big dick. I need a, yeah, real big. Yeah, this is too small. This small. Me big.
Back home, Quinton relaxed in good company and returned to Japan at New Year's Eve for a warm-up. He barely broke a sweat, basically. But the grounded knees were on full display.
Coming in with those right hands to the... Oh, and there's knee right to the head. Noah for absorbing.
Go to the mount again, knee to the head.
And it's over. That knee caught him.
The pursuit for the belt resumed in 2004. Celebrating his 26th birthday in the ring with Ricardo Arona, the American took a batch of low kicks.
Stages of round one, another nice high kick.
If he gets too overconfident, he might.
And found himself dragged into guard.
With Jackson's defense, some shots to the body, hopefully opening the...
First threatening a triangle, the dangerous grappler unleashed the up kicks.
And otherwise he goes for an elbow.
Oh, Jackson's hit with the...
And Quinton decided to play it safe.
And he was just rocking with those.
To his own misfortune, Ricardo was dead set to sail in the Bermuda Triangle.
Gotta get out. Oh, Dan, I told you, he picked him up and slid up to the... He's out! He's out! He knocked him out! Unbelievable!
Using the tight strangle as a point of contact, Rampage pulled off an S-ranked slam that shook the entire 44,000 people arena like an earthquake.
Oh, Dan, I told you, he picked him up and slid up to the... He's out! He's out!
Nevertheless, he needed 30 stitches and a jaw realignment afterwards.
That guy, if he would have kicked me one more time, I couldn't pretend like I wasn't in pain.
Following the most spectacular finish in Pride's history and the knockout of the year, a grinning Quinton stepped into the title rematch against Wanderlei. He showcased his improved forearm shield early.
Hey, nice combination. Good blocking there by Quinton. Nicely done. And now Jackson.
And started trading.
Now we have a nice exchange. Nice knee. All right, here we go.
Silva accepted the challenge and spun the mill.
Silva gets busy. Tie clinch and a couple of knees delivered. Now Jackson looking for a tie clinch. Uppercut misses. Wow.
Meanwhile, the American landed the first significant blow. And gave the Brazilian a couple of lessons in combat Kama Sutra.
And he's got it. No. Oh, nice.
Knee. The round has to be over.
But after the break, Wanderlei reminded that if you come at the king, you best not miss.
1:45 remaining in round 2, and Jackson walks into a right hand, and he's stunned. He's hit it. There's the middleweight tournament.
Oh my God! Quinton Jackson has been knocked out.
Not seeing the flash to his right, Rampage received an express delivery knee and was left hanging off the ropes with a shattered nose, like a puppet with strings cut. Suffering a defeat in the biggest fight of the year, Jackson found himself at a career crossroads.
No, I don't want to come here and make excuses for all my losses, but I can make an excuse for all my losses. But, you know.
He continued to compete in Pride over the next year and a half, securing 3 victories over journeymen.
Yokoi. Yep, what can you do? Oh, there, yes, that's super.
Howbeit, a young Shogun Hua broke his rib in the early going.
Shogun is just going for it. That's the
Uppercut. Not good. Not good.
Man.
And kicked Quinton out of his contender spot.
This is not good. Yeah, this is the end of the fight. Oh.
Unwilling to settle for supporting roles, Rampage moved to the UFC in 2007, where he was matched up against Marvin Eastman, someone very similar in appearance and style.
Marvin's taking to the ground.
They first met in 2000, when Marvin handed Jackson his first loss.
Both content.
The tension was palpable leading up to the rematch.
You picked the wrong house, fool! Dance in the octagon!
Quinton hurried to settle old scores.
Eastman. Rampage may start to feel it a little bit here.
And fired off a left hook.
The left hook caught him with the hook.
Then came the right.
Oh, Eastman.
And Rampage established close contact.
But Eastman is hanging right in here. That one in this round until now. Eastman goes down, and it is over. Quinton Rampage Jackson.
The stocky Eastman was a sitting duck for uppercuts.
Coming over the top, rocked Marvin the Beast.
And the present Iceman showed no signs of chills running down his spine. But his belt would soon be at stake, the one Liddell had won
To his corner for advice there. Oh, kick right in.
and successfully defended 4 times since their previous encounter.
When the time comes, I'm gonna break the ice. You feel me? That's what I do. I'm an icebreaker.
Rampage right in his face.
The collision was preceded by an intense stare down.
And here we go.
But the fight itself wasn't competitive.
Left up to the bottom.
Cracking the Iceman with the first connection and making him melt down to the canvas.
He goes flat right there. Oh, he was limp.
28-year-old Rampage became the UFC king and woke up a wealthy man.
I made about $7 million.
Whoa!
Off the Chuck Liddell
I've
fight.
never heard that number.
Following the official ceremony, Dan Henderson stopped by.
Don't tell me I got whoop up on my friends now.
Now you guys are good friends.
Hendo carried the power of an H-bomb in his fists.
The left. And there.
Good land. Oh, back down.
held titles in Pride across 2 weight classes, and after the recent collapse of the Japanese league, signed with the UFC. The unification battle took place in the same year, 2007.
It's time to unify!
Seeking to surprise the Olympic wrestler, Quinton tied him up, and they engaged in old-school shootouts on the clinch break. As the fight progressed, the wrestling parody revealed itself. Exchanges moved to the center. And Jackson scored a knockdown. Dinged with a grazing left hook. Dan got stuck down under like that very stepsister.
Let's go. And now Rampage looking.
Nevertheless, he was throwing up submissions. And upon standing up, as if nothing happened, continued the artillery duel.
Set up that right hand again.
The ending went to Rampage regardless. Following 5 rounds of back-and-forth action for the pound-for-pound throne, the undisputed accolades belong to Jackson.
All right, heavyweight! Congratulations indeed to Quinton Rampage Jackson.
The resounding victory had twofold consequences for the 2007 Fighter of the Year. With Quinton's rise in popularity, his athletic career took a back seat. He had already popped up on TV, duking it out for fun with MMA colleagues. However, now the charismatic Rampage was welcomed into Hollywood, appearing on the screen in blockbusters. Moreover, the annual number of movies featuring him significantly surpassed the number of fight cards he participated in. Quinton returned in 2008 to The Ultimate Fighter, where he began dropping wisdom on the younger generation.
Push him off like you're in a prison and he's trying to get your booty. You don't want that, you know what I'm saying? Think about that. You don't want that.
Additionally, Jackson, along with his opposing coach, Forrest Griffin, engaged in some mind games.
This is war!
It was Griffin who turned out to be the next challenger, the winner of the first season of Tough. He was considered the boss's favorite.
Oh, rocked! Elvis is rocked! Good upper... Oh, he's down! That's it!
And got a title shot, sensationally defeating Shogun. Rampage was visibly thicker after a year-long hiatus, saving extra calories instead of blocking low kicks.
Find out. Well, Forrest Jackson's in preparation for this fight.
He relied solely on powerful detonations.
Good uppercut, but it's not the same hate we saw with Sarah and Hughes. Good combination.
And snuck in a counter blow.
What do I hit?
Having tagged Griffin with an uppercut, Quinton couldn't finish him off.
To the top. Punishing him on the way up. Again, he gets...
In the second, his leg continued to suffer,
Yeah, I expect back to that.
causing serious issues,
Been trying to tee off. Griffin looking to choke out.
and a round lost lying on the back.
Short elbows.
Halfway through the bout, Jackson's shots were heavier,
Rampage caught him with a left. Oh, good body.
but Forrest didn't hold anything back either. The champion found a second wind in the fourth and pressed the issue.
Take some punishment. We've seen that before. Big uppercuts. And again.
Rampage really going for that. Oh,
Rampage.
Even going for a slam.
This could be the wisely grabs a hold of Quinton's legs.
Getting back on his feet.
Rampage. Oh, he cut it.
The Warriors ended the stretch on even terms.
Rampage, big left. Again with the left, and he catches him with another combination.
The situation remained unchanged in the final frame.
An inside leg kick, pushing leg kicks.
Oh, good right hand by Foot.
Unbelievable fight!
By the end of 5 rounds, the fight of the year went to the judges, and as a result of a highly disputed decision, Quinton lost his title. The only upside of the defeat was the chance for a trilogy with Wanderlei. Since coming to the UFC, the Brazilian had endeared himself to the American audience with a slobber knocker versus Liddell.
Chuck again, looking to finish, swinging,
and scored a diabolical KO soon after.
He's in trouble. He's hurt. That's it.
To the dismay of the axe murderer, this time Jackson didn't play the role of a lumberjack.
He said he hasn't been looking good.
And lured Silva into a trap.
Jab. Good left hand. Silva is out. It is all.
Wow. Blocking the attack with his forearms, Quinton planted a left hook and poured on some more for past grievances.
How sweet does this revenge feel?
Whoa! All praise be to the Most High. This is really sweet, really sweet. I had to let you guys know.
Soon after, Jackson got possessed by Johnny Sin's evil twin.
You and me. It's about a wrestler who falls in love with a ring girl. What do you think? You in?
Yeah.
And had to deal with the blowback that ensued.
Listen for the day. Thank you, Rampage.
You're welcome.
He vented his anger out on an innocent door. Before agreeing to delay his retirement.
I'm back.
Upon his return, Rampage spent 3 years chasing the elusive top contender status.
Right on his head.
Rampage ducks under. And it is all over. I want my belt back.
As luck would have it, in 2011, John Jones rose to the top of the division. 13 years later, Bones is still undefeated against everyone except himself.
Especially the Greco-Roman skills like
setting a record in light heavyweight title defenses.
It's all over.
Hard time reaching John.
Jones trying to put
That could be it.
Trying to
That's it. He's out. He's out.
And becoming a double champion with the move to heavyweight.
And he's got him. And he's putting pressure.
Not noticing the future greatness, Quinton was Jones's first defense and tried to get under his skin.
Cool place, man. I went to the zoo and hung out in the zoo. I made a friend at the zoo. Little monkey looked like little John Jones. He was pop locking and everything. You know what I'm saying? He even had the pubic hair on his face just like Jones. I was like, man, you know.
But when locked in the cage with the young lion, things weren't as fun for Jackson.
Wants his belt back.
Look at this. Oh my.
And here we go.
Honestly, I doubt that this was even a plan. Interesting.
Bones utilized his size in the clinch.
Victories come the same way, and there's that spinning elbow. Just like
fired low kicks from a mile away.
Early. Tide hit them in a place where they can.
of Quinton Rampage Jackson, and again.
And fouled as freely as if the referee was his party buddy.
Knee to the body.
Rampage striking. Be a great place to start.
And the intelligence.
Fully mounted, but that one elbow connected.
Quinton barely grazed him here and there.
Now starting to go a little more to just hitting that one
leg kicks. There's another one. That's what I'm talking about. Now he's mixing it.
While being harassed with knee stomps.
Joe, and he tried to throw the uppercut.
He's used
that caused an injury.
UFC Jones was 7 as well.
A nice kick to the knee.
Losing mobility completely, Jackson became an easy target.
It's the midway point of this championship, the ultimate fighter. And there's the...
Got rocked.
That jab again. Oh, nice lead left hook.
And turned into yet another Bones victim.
He's got the neck. He's got his... Rampage has not been stopped in the octagon. That's what Jones wants. Pride off. It's all over!
After the encounter, Rampage fixed his disfigured knee back.
Oh, hold on, my knee stuck. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Here we go.
Then unleashed criticism on the champion.
He's the dirtiest fighter ever, and the guy's so smart. He if you doing anything good on him, and he gonna put his fingers in, he's gonna poke you in the eye. Yeah, John Jones, he's good. He don't even have to.
Having somewhat healed his leg and dropped his title aspirations, the 35-year-old Quinton signed a lucrative retirement contract with Bellator.
When I first started fighting, that I wouldn't fight past 35. That's look out there. I want to put some of my kids through college, and I know some of my kids, I'm gonna need lawyer fees for them. I know it.
No longer bothering himself with the weight cut, Jackson made several appearances in the round cage, proving that his dark horse is still live and kicking.
This is not where he wants to be against Rampage.
And he's out. Knee to the body. Counter knee from Joey Bell.
Bellator is where Rampage and Wanderlei settled their long-standing rivalry. The old-school mastodons came out to throw down, earning every penny.
That's the strength of Quinton Jackson's side.
Second scheduled for 3. In exchange, Silva showing up. Silva and Jackson.
And Quinton leveled the score in their tetralogy.
Jackson right it's on Rampage evens the series.
In his last MMA outing in 2019, the body positivity mascot Jackson happily visited good old Japan to face off against Fedor Emelianenko. Contrary to his expectations, Rampage's double chin didn't save him.
Page about where he's going to attack.
Big shot. And it is all over.
A dynamite right hand didn't spoil Jackson's mood, and his record froze at 52 appearances with 38 wins and 20 knockouts. Rampage is an active retiree. He runs a successful gaming channel on Twitch.
There he is. Go. Right there.
Yes.
Appears in music videos. Shoots for big budget movies. Works out in the gym from time to time, and helps one of his sons build a career in fighting.
Skill-wise, but...
another great...
Oh my goodness! Will he get this in round 1? He's done it! Here in Memphis City, Rampage Jackson gets the win!
How do you feel, Mario, right now?
Man, I'm a proud dad.
The 45-year-old Quinton also doesn't forget about his comrades, whom he often hosts on his podcast that instantly gained many viewers. When invited as a guest, Jackson also shoots straight.
but Asian girls, you can see the pussy from the back when they bend over.
That's the reason.
That's sexy as fuck to me. You got big black girls, you got
no
the ass
girls?
so big, you gotta like pry that shit apart.
Oh, you like flat asses?
No, I didn't say that.
In 2023, Jackson returned to the ring in the freak show genre, teaming up with the notorious Bob Sapp. The promotion with the telling name Fight Circus fully lived up to expectations.
Away. Oh, they're getting hit now.
Oh, he's down.
And he falls again.
Down.
Fortunately, in 2024, Quinton has a more traditional boxing match scheduled against the former world champion, Shannon Briggs.
Let's go, champ.
A relentless entertainer outside the cage. Rampage used to turn chins into dust in old-school brawls. Crushed opponents with ground and pound that was revolutionary for his time.
Look at his body shot.
And conquered the fans with his epic style. Remaining true to himself and a natural with the ladies, he reached the pinnacle of the sport, forever holding a cozy place in our hearts. A true king of slams. They don't make them like him anymore.
Jackson tries to... Oh, like that for the Kimura. Trying... Oh, Dan, I told you, he picked it up.
If you enjoyed the video, powerbomb the like button, subscribe to the channel, and vote for sport.
She's hot, ain't she? That's why I gave her the interview. She's hot.
Thank you, Rampage.
I want a motorboat right now. All on camera, like.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to be good.